Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I just came in here awfully quiet this morning. Usually seeing everybody gathering and wanting to chat for a little bit. Maybe you're recovering from the holidays.
Maybe.
I hope it was a fun Christmas holiday for everybody. I still can't believe it's still December. It's the middle of the week holidays kind of thrown me off a little bit on my what day is this? Anybody on Zoom here for the first time?
No.
No? Oh, regulars? How
No,
about here in the
regulars.
audience? Anybody here for the first time today? No? Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, welcome back. We are still in December, as I said. The continued themes are prayer, creative energy, and thought. And before we get going with all of our program, I'd like to start out with a little meditation with everyone and ask Jim to come up and play a little this morning. Kind of set the mood for a meditation. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Joe.
Welcome back.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I know why the caged bird sings. It's just her nature. It's the way of pain. The shining sun, that morning breeze. She cannot help it, so the caged bird sings.
Thank you, Jim, for that beautiful music. Set the tone this morning for some peace. Let us welcome prayer, creative energy, and thought. We are meant to think, to do, and to be. It is our God-given right, each and every day, and to be together. I thank you for this and so much more, God. And so it is.
So it is.
So quiet in here this morning. We have a spiritual thought for you. I'm going to bring up Jacque Stringer to give us her spiritual thought. Let's give her some love, huh?
It is quiet. Come on, let's make some noise. Okay, so yeah, I was looking at prayer, creative energy, thought, and I was like, well, they kind of all fall in the same bucket for me. Prayer takes creative energy. We must put creative imagination in our prayer, and that takes thought. So it kind of all goes in together for me. But our lives are walking prayers. And we have to remember that as we go through our day, because our intention is a prayer. When we hold a positive intention for our own lives and for others and for the world in general, for our life, that's a prayer. And some people aren't always aware. It takes a lot of self-awareness to come to terms with what your mind is thinking and what you really want. And putting those two together takes a lot of creative energy sometimes. For me, I was younger, I was really caught up in negative thinking. Well, I'm not this, I'm not that, or they're not this, or they're not that. And it takes a lot of creative energy to live your life with true intention and awareness of where your thoughts are and how they feel to you in your body. A lot of times people look to rituals like resolutions or religious rituals or astrological rituals because they are good reminders for us, such as new moons, to bring up new ideas, what we want for that time. Right now we're in a season of thinking about what we want to do for the new year, our resolutions. And although we're kind of just getting into winter, it seems weird to be like trying to think of all these new things we want, but I invite you to look at this New Year's as a way to plant a seed and think of your intentions for the next year. You don't have to start a new habit. I don't start new habits in January because I know I won't stick to them. I know I'm not going to exercise, even if I want to. I'm going to stay in bed longer because I want to. And that's okay because that's what I want to do. So I'm very nice to myself now. I listen. But I also want to grow as an individual. So I put the intention out there of wanting to grow. I may not have a specific idea in mind, but my intention is to grow, therefore I will grow. And so this time it just invites you to create, use your energy, and think about where you want to go. And as spring comes and the new year does arrive, hopefully that seed will bloom into something more beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacque. Yes, resolutions don't have to be on the 1st of January. I've tried those in the past. I never made it past the 3rd day, I think. Just all of a sudden, in the middle of the month during the year, I'll set a new resolution for myself. I think it takes the pressure off of saying, I've got to do it at this time of day. When they come to us, we just go with it, don't we?
Yeah.
It makes it so much easier for us. I love that. And yes, we really are manufacturing a prayer, sometimes without realizing it. When we're thinking of others, or thinking of how we see life, and how we want to see others enjoying their lives at the same time. It's beautiful. Beautiful. You guys are all practitioners doing this all the time, sometimes without realizing it. Jim, can I have you come up and play another song for us?
Certainly. 2-hour-long phone call with my good buddy. I played this one here a while back. Sure. It's probably the oldest lyrics I've ever run into because I was reading the Will Durant, our Oriental Heritage, and this was a little snippet of the poem inside that book. And let's see what I need here. I couldn't quite understand it, so I ended up connecting with a Chinese scholar, and we worked on it for a year to try it. So, anyway, called Morning Glory.
it be your footfall that I heard? I cannot recall when I first met you. So many years have passed, I do not know. If you count 1 year to 100, I was writing you love songs 30 years ago. Sometimes in life I get to meet you. Sometimes I miss you by a mile. Each and every time I see you, I drown in the laughter of your gentle smile. Morning glory climbs above my head. Flowers of white, purple and red. In the withered grass of something stirred. Could it be your footfall that I heard? Once upon a time we rode in wagons. Once upon a time we rode in cars. I still love you in the distance. Women and women fly through the stars. Morning glory climbs above my head. Flowers of white, purple and red. In the withered grass of something stirred. Could it be your footfall that I heard? I climbed the hill just as the new moon showed. Saw her coming on the southern road.
Thank you, Judy. Well, it's time for our main speaker this morning to come up and talk with us. Let's give some love to Reverend Judy DeRosa, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming out today and filling this space with your energetic. It's precious, it's priceless. It's part of why we come together. As Jacque was saying earlier, that the focus that was set by Sandy West was our prayers, our thoughts, and our creative energy are what I believe are the same. That as we think, we create. And as we create, we manifest this physical reality. And I find that taking a moment for meditation and song is another way of opening up to that part of ourselves. I'm very grateful for the Positive Living Center because it's a I can't get the word out, non-denominational gathering. So we're talking about accepting everyone and every aspect of ourselves. And we're talking about bringing together ideas that maybe we've never heard of before. And when we do that, we expand our understanding, our awareness. I've always felt that songs do that. And when Jim graces us with his voice, we are being gifted with his creativity and what he has gleaned in his life. In the indigenous world, we take that energetic and we find a place for it in our hearts. We find that spot of knowing, of quiet. I must say that I would like our meditations to be about 10 minutes long, at least to get into that. And as we gather together and we meditate together, we bring a newer energy into the space. And that space is priceless because it brings us peace and it brings us a unity of knowing that there is something else going on in the universe. I will do a short calling of the directions so that we can remember as we listen that that is part of the invisible world that surrounds us at all times, and that we are linked to that energetic. And when you leave, I hope that you take that awareness with you, that to come here, feel and feel filled is part of why I have the drum circle. It's part of why I think it's precious to be together. I call to the east, the place of the sunrise and new beginnings. It is a place where the sun gently kisses the tops of the trees. It is a place where the masculine energy prevails. It is support. It is a strength. And it is a place that awakens the seeds as they wait for a new season, as they softly are planted by nature. I call to the south. Hey, this is the place of children, the place of fire and illumination. It is that place of our own warmth in our body. It is the place of play and remembering that laughter is our first word. That as we step into this awareness together, our ability to play together is priceless. And we welcome this energy into our gathering, knowing that each of us has a little boy and a little girl within ourselves. And we honor them for the work they've done to get us to where we are, right here and right now. I call to the west. It is the place of water and the divine feminine that is across from that masculine energy. And as we look at each other, we learn, we teach, we expand with understanding, and grace, and gratitude. We are reminded by the rain that we have today how precious that energy is. As we wash away old illusion, old fear, old concepts that no longer serve us. And we bring that energy into our circle, knowing that divine feminine is supported. And I call to the north, to our ancestors, to our great, great, greats, to those who've gone before us, to people that we have loved, to our grandmothers and grandfathers, to our aunts and uncles, to our brothers and sisters, to our children that have left too early. We call for your wisdom. We know that you know, and we are here still learning, still in that process of great ahas, that awareness of being in two dreams at once. This waking dream dream where we rest our body and recuperate. Our ancestors speak to us in that sleeping dream. And part of our job is to listen, to remember, to reconnect. If we feel a nudge, a push, a draw, that could well be an ancestor saying, walk this way, turn that way. And our job is to pay attention. Those urges, those ideas, those concepts are not by accident. They are part of our great discovery that we are not stuck, that we are here with options and opportunities, and they whisper to us. We welcome our ancestors into the circle, knowing, trusting their wisdom. And we thought we are here to grace and understand the above, the vastness, the endlessness of the sky, to embrace that energy and understand that we are a part of that stardust. That DNA that we carry has been touched with that stardust within us. I thank the sun and the moon and the stars and the elements of energetics that we have not yet met, that comes to us by the tons as debris on Mother Earth as she's being replenished by the universe. We welcome this energy of not knowing everything, of being in that place of great wonder as we walk this planet. And we understand that the universe is so much broader than we can imagine. And there's a great gift in holding the mystery within. And I call to Mother Earth, hey, the one we live upon, the one that graces us with our gifts of food and shelter, the one that supports the other life, the trees, the four-leggeds, the crawlers, the swimmers, the flyers. We are a part of their life force. We are equal and not better than. We are joined in a circle together, but not in the center, because we are all living on this circle, this sacred circle of Mother Earth, understanding that there is reciprocity, the give and take, the love and deep respect. And as we walk on her body, we are here living and being graced, and we are stewards for her. And as we understand that, we plant trees, we enhance the beauty around our homes, we share the food that we have that's given by her. And as we walk and swim in all of her gifts, we are doing that because she has an endless cycle of giving. And I call to the very center, to the source, to your heart space, to God, Goddess, all that is, to whatever belief system you've been indoctrinated by. I call to you to honor that, to cherish cherish the teachings and recognize that as you grow, your wisdom grows. And that source is your start, and it's also your end. As we embrace that great mystery of Creator, and we embrace that loving energetic of why we're here. And so it is.
So it is.
So with those words, it is a reminder to understand that your creative thoughts are gifts that will always be given to you. I would be told that there are times that you've lost the opportunity, that was one time and one time only. And as I started redefining my life, I started understanding that those opportunities are constant. They're not a one-time option. That in each moment, you are given an opportunity to awaken to who you really are, to remember who you have come here to discover. What do we know as children? We are in that place of redefining what we've been told, and also redefining the people that are around us, because they've been told their story. So I was with a group of people, and I realized that someone had told me a story about a person who had just walked in. And I thought, how unfair for me to carry someone else's opinion when I haven't met this person yet. And so I immediately dropped all preconception and thought, hello, hi, how are you? And I wanted to be there to discover who is being presented by that person, because that's how we are. We are constantly rediscovering the essence of this relationship called life. He is no longer the drug addict in my mind. She's no longer the hooker that I was told about. She is a beautiful soul, and he is an individual that has rediscovered his strength. So in the indigenous world, we are here to rediscover ourselves. It's called walking the good red road. And everybody goes off the path and comes back on. And it's like remembering, oh, that's right. I'm here because I wanted to do this. And you go back to what you chose to do, what your heart desired. If you think about your childhood existence and what you really, really loved, that's part of the gift that you're here to remember. One of our dear supporters, Maggie Bell, came to me. I was teaching an art class, and she said, I would love to take your art class, Judy, but I flunked art. And I went, wait a minute. You can't flunk art. She goes, well, I got an F in art. And I'm going, I'm sorry. Your teacher should have given herself an F in teaching. Because art is discovery, and art is bravery, and art is creativity. She says, well, I painted the tree blue. Well, good for you. That's what I'm looking for. That essence of bravery to paint a tree blue, to think out of somebody else's box, to understand that you have the privilege to create. And if you believe other people's stories about who they think you are, then the system is kind of crumbling. And I'm asking people to please step up, explore, maybe walk a different path, take a class in something you've never ever done, but was kind of attracted to. Well, I'll try that. We are opening our minds. We are opening a space in the universe that says, yeah, come on in. I'd like you to come play with me. Because I'm you, and you're me. And we're here, characters on this stage, being a part of the universe's play. Creator's great gift, great wonder. We cannot ask people to change their thoughts, but we can help them if they choose to change those thoughts. We can say yes instead of no. We can open our arms wide and embrace each other and love each other. When we do that, we have every single opportunity in the world to learn more about ourselves and the people around us, to be in joy, to have respect for each other and ourselves. There's no one in the room that I know that doesn't have or hasn't had some incredible challenge. And we're here supporting each other, being responsible or able to respond. And that is the greatest gift we can give each other for this coming year. In the native world, we'll take our beautiful bowl and look into that bowl and go, oh, that was quite a year. And take out one thing and go, there's fear, set it aside. Take another, oh, there's grief. I felt that. I understand it a little deeper. Oh, there's jealousy. Oh, I'm letting that go. Oh, there's envy. We're taking that out. There are all these things that we put in our bowl throughout the year. And it's this time that we can take the bowl and empty it completely. And on the first day, I fill my bowl with self-respect, with honesty, with joy, with pleasure, laughter, with that sense of well-being, willingness to learn, to play, and to think of myself as whole and holy. We are here learning from each other. We all carry that bowl, and we empty it each year, knowing that we have every new opportunity in every single blessed moment, and that each of us can take that out into the world and share it with whomever we meet. And so it is. Oh.
So it is.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Reverend Jim.
You're welcome.
Could I have a couple of volunteers come up and help me with offertory, if you would? Here comes two. Good morning, you two. Wait right there for a minute and do our prayer. Let's do our offertory prayer. Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all
that I receive.
Thank you, Bishop. And those of you on Zoom, I'm really sure that you guys know how to send offertory to the PLC. I appreciate everybody who gives to keep this center alive and well as it is. So, this is your center. In the back of the room, I'll remind you there's a frog box. And that is, there's slips of paper back there with a pen, and you can write out a prayer for yourself or for someone else and put it in that box. I collect those, and I put those prayer requests out to all ministers and practitioners. Prayer works, folks. I'm hearing so many miracle designs come back from those prayers.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you both. You can do that, or after service, you can get a hold of Jacque Stringer. She's our prayer partner this week. Or you can ask any other minister or practitioner to pray with you and for you. We are always available to you. All our information is in the email iFocus, that's the one that puts out each week. So you can grab numbers and phone numbers and names right there for you. Okay? Thank you for that, and thank you for all the practitioners and ministers and all the work that you do. Next week's speaker will be Reverend Luana Bull. She's back there in the back. Good morning, LJ. Let's do our prayer of protection, shall we? The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The energy of God is me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. We have any announcements this morning? Yes, Laura?
I would like to announce that Jacque Stringer has agreed to be on our board.
Woohoo.
And I'm so excited that we have a fresh voice, and I'm really, really pleased. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Jacque, for applying and accepting that board position. Yeah. I'll have to ask her for a favor sometime, maybe. Let's see how that goes. Oh, gosh. Anybody else?
I have.
Ref?
Well, for the prayer, my brother had an aneurysm in the brain, and Joe got the team together, and his surgery went really well.
Oh, God.
I've talked to him. He's my brother, and I'm just so grateful that the power of prayer and that collective
Yes.
consciousness works miracle.
It does.
That was his third time at this.
Wow.
And then we have a drum circle, flute circle on the second Saturday of each month. It starts at 1:30 for beginners, and then it goes to 2 o'clock, and then the big flute players come in. Kidding. And it is a wonderful opportunity to learn the flute and step out of the box and do something different that you might never have tried. And then after that, we have our drum circle that sets up at 3:30, and we go till 5 or a little past. And this is all about harmony and the frequency of the life force that runs through us.
Mm.
You do not have to be indigenous. I just welcome your good soul.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Rev. John?
Yes. I just want to announce once again, probably for the last time, next Saturday, Cedar Dobson will be here.
Yes.
Performing her Irish music. So she'll be here at 2 o'clock. It will be a $15 entry fee. And we hope you'll come. It is specifically for us and the community. So invite your friends. That'll be 2 o'clock next Saturday.
2 o'clock next Saturday. Thank you. Yes, look forward to that. Yes, dear.
A reminder, we are doing it's a free study of A Course in Miracles. If you're not familiar with it, it's kind of, it's not like a regular book. It's written, it's a channeled message. It's almost written like the Bible, although it's not the Bible. But there's also a portion in here, it's like a workbook. And each day you do something, it's almost like you read something, you say something. And the reason why I really enjoy this is I did this on my own, and it really opened me up to, I don't know how it works, it just works. Spirit is amazing. It's free. I'm starting the second week of January the 15th. If you can come here about 1:30, there's a few people that are interested. If you're interested, it's just an hour. We hang out, we talk about what we read, and hopefully we grow.
We're going to meet over here in the library.
In the library, there's actually free copies too. So you can go in there. I would suggest reading the preface and the intro to see if you're interested in it. Take it home. You take it home and just bring it back with you each week. Any questions on that? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacque. I look forward to that too. Other announcements? Okay. Jim, you have a song for us, please? I know you do. You're a songwriter.
Sure.
Figure out what. Oh yeah.
to see you again. It's good to see all of you this morning. I hope you have a fabulous next week, and a Happy New Year to all of you. And I'll see you next Sunday. Thanks for being here. Have a great,
Thank you.
great week.